Gormley! We're running out of time. The battle...
Dar Sulthur se Alduin Ukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Galthor, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Me, Tarudis, Ani, Him Hind Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Nivarim Jur, what have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarodis Pathrodox, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
No, damn you! It's no use. Use the scroll, Feldir. Now!
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater! By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out! You are banished! We shout you out from all our endings unto the last! You are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Look. Silesure. My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
Suleki Mulak. Power has waxed, while yours has waned. Baloki Naki Silish Rutwa Nivarish. You may have picked up the weapons of my ancient foes.
This is your chance, Dovahkiin. Strike with all your force.
Firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
May the god... I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to legend, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorated. You want me to let the dragon in? There must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we? I don't. Now what's this nonsense about? I want to. Oh, do you think? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are. Then, but getting both. Maybe. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. Such a...
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeat... I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw. We are not warriors. What? You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never... I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. Even the... We will see if they still remember us. Sky above, voice within. So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. What? Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me, but I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
We're here to arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honrick, plus all the mead we can drink. Not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth. With the Reach in enemy hands, our whole position in Solitude would be threatened. I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Sidgeir steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true son of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. Falkreath will be turned over to Ulfric, and Dengir of Stoon will return as Jarl. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Dalmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part.
I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count. The Blades have been hunting him for... Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. And I'm cross-referencing this with... by calling the dragon with the... He's not... I think it's very like... Oda Ving. Winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty...
As soon as I get back to Whiterun,
how to lure a
get my men ready.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce. But
Well,
I
that's
don't
an
trust
excellent
Ulfric.
question. You
He'll
haven't
break his
overlooked
word
that
as soon
little
as it suits
detail,
him.
have you?
I believe I can be of help here.
As soon as I get back to Whiterun, I'll get my men ready.
These terms are satisfactory to my lord.
We're ready, as I promised. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Go ahead and call. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Hear that?
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Joaquin, here I am. Fast now.
I'll have your head. Get back. Get back. Quickly. Got him.
Need
I think it's holding.
Zuubonar. You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Hinsir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to. Renig, many among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae. Once he has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength. His door, Mindoro, Zuulost Ofan Hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you... Sir? Crosis. There is one detail about Skaldafen I know. Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one. Of course, I could fly you there, but not Onikan Koravga. And you can trust me. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafen.
Something to tell. I can't believe. You sure about that? You want to let them... Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity.
Seems like a really bad idea to me. Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Was nu? Dini dein Rufe Astral. Saran Uth. Suk Brit Oath. Amativ Mu Bokotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can take you. Griffborg Patri. I will look for your return. Or Alderines.
What brings you, Wayfarer Grim? A fateful errand. No few have chafed to face the worm, since first he set his soul snare here, but sure restrained our wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep counseled your doom he for. No shade, are you? By what right do you request? Ah. It's been living or dead. By decree of Shore, none may pass this perilous bridge till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test. You fought well. I find you worthy. It is long since one of the living has entered here. Shore's
Welcome, Dragonborn. Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hekon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim. The three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. The three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
At long last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, you'll hasten forth.
My disciples still follow the difficult path. The way of the voice is neither wide nor easy.
Let us
But
counsel
if you stray
take
from
before
wisdom,
battle is blindly
to
joined.
God you will not return.
Alduin's mist is more...
Far you've traveled. Seek ye food or song unending? Fighting?
Why does Shore forbid us
Fellowship
to
and
face
boasting?
Alduin? I
Find
fear
welcome
no
here
worm,
and
worm eater though he be.
Can you see the stars align? A night like this can never rewind. Can you hear the wolf cry out to the light? A night like this and never shines so bright. So take a couple steps back as you hear me start to howl. Take a couple steps back when I lose all control. Watch me turn into a werewolf, and I will haunt till the break of dawn. Don't you dare to try to stop me. This is the horn of the Black Swan. So take a couple steps back as you hear me start to howl. Take a couple steps back when I lose all control. Watch me turn into a werewolf, and I will hold till the break of dawn. Don't you dare to try to stop me. This is the horn of the Black Swan.
Alduin's doom. For Skyrim! For shore! For Sovngarde's freedom!
Bane, I do not hear them.
Down with you, damn
This was a mighty deed. The doom of Alduin encompassed at last, and cleansed his Sovngarde of his evil snare. They will sing of this battle in Shore's Hall forever, but your fate lies elsewhere. This was a mighty deed. They will... When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again with glad friendship and bid you join the blessed feasting. When you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Return now to Nirn, with this rich boon from Shore, my lord. A shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
All hail the Dragonborn! Hail him with great praise!
No!
Surut fur kanaran.
Uvakin los oktavakri.